Okay, this is our last video for Junie B Jones is Almost a Flower Girl. I'll go fast this video. What I'm going to do is to finish it in at least 10 minutes. Okay, I'll go. Mother bought me a beautiful dress for the wedding. It had golden fluffy sleeves and it came all the way to the floor. Also, she bought me fancy heels with glimmery and shimmery on them and brand new shiny gold shoes. And I couldn't thank that woman enough. I thanked her the whole time I was in the store. Thank you, Mother. I said, thank you for my beautiful dress. Thank you. Thank you for my fancy panties. And thank you for my shiny gold shoes. Wait a minute. Sorry, I was having a problem with the dog. He kept on barking even if I didn't do anything. Okay. I smiled real big. Now, all what I need is my fake blue, funny, furry bunny for cake. And I'll be all set. Marcia cried. Oh, no way, she said. We've sent quite enough for one day. I had to look at that woman, but she had no fashion sense, apparently. Yes, but I have to wear a blue fake bunny for cake, Mother, I said. Lucille said, a blue fur cape as elegant to any of Lucille said. Mother interrupted my words. Her voice sounded scary in my ear. I don't care what Lucille says, she said. No fur cape. I couldn't look back from her. Alrighty then, I said, kind of nervous. After that, I helped carry my bags to the car, and I behaved myself all the way home. Then I ran to my house with my beautiful things. I tied up my flower girl's dress for my daddy. And guess what? I went all the way down to the hole and I didn't even trip. Daddy gave me a thumbs up. What a perfect flower girl you are, he said, very proud. Look here. It's a picture of Junie B. And Daddy is giving a thumbs up sign. And he's looking down the hall. She looks like she's ready to be a flower girl. Thank you, I said, because I'm not the real flower girl. Remember, Daddy, I'm just the alternate. After that, my shoulders dropped a tiny bit, and I didn't feel happy anymore. Because at first you're really, really glad to be the alternate. And after that, you're not. That night, after dinner, Mother tucked me in bed real snug. She kissed me good night on my head. Yeah, only just don't turn off my light yet because I forgot to do something that's really important, I said. After that, I got out my bed again and I looked out my window. Starlight, star bright. First star I see tonight. I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. I cross my fingers for luck. Do you know this? You cross your fingers and it means good luck. Dear star, please make boosting for Unflo's wedding. Love, your friend, Junie B Jones. I hop back in my bed. Mother's eyes go wide, big and wide at me. No, Junie B, absolutely not. So, you do not wish people to get sick. You go back to that window and you change that wish right now. I raised up my eyebrows at her. Yeah, only how can I even change it? It already got sent. And then, okay, go back to the window and make a nicer wish on the top. She slapped her hands and pointed. Now, Junie B, I mean it. I got in my bed real slow. Then I walked to the window again and I looked at my same star. Dear star, Mother says to not make boasting, so maybe you'll just give her a case of head lice and that's all. Thank you and good night. Mother, she cried, no, Junie B. She said, no, no, no. I mean, a man breath. My head lice didn't even hurt, Mother. I said, I just take a little extra shampoo and that's all. Mother kept shaking her head. And she made me change my wish again. Oh, Keystar. Never mind the whole damn thing. So now I won't even be a flower girl for my whole entire life, probably. And so I just hope my mother is happy. Amen. After that, I got back in my bed, and mother turned out my light. After that, I did a big sigh. Shoot. This idea was beyond, I said, very soft. After that, my stuffed elephant named Philip Johnny Bob tapped me. Don't feel bad, he said. You might still get to be the flower girl. Yeah, only how? I asked him. He thought and thought. Maybe both Daddy will be driving her to the wedding, and their car will get stuck at the railroad crossing. And the train will be a million bazillion miles long, he said. I picked pretty at that idea. Yeah, I said, or else maybe his car might get stuck in something else, like in some ooey gooey mud, or in a traffic jam, or in a bottle of crazy glue, said Philip Johnny Bob. After that, me and him laughed and laughed, and I hugged that guy. Very tight, because he's always giving me hope. A little tussle. All Flo's wedding took forever to get there. I waited for my whole entire life practically. Then, one day at breakfast, Mother told me a happy surprise. Oh, tomorrow is the big day, she said. And what do you know? My very first wedding was almost here. At night, I couldn't hardly sleep. I got bright and early in the morning. Then my mother came in my room, and she decorated my hair with green velvet ribbon. And she helped me dress in my flower girl clothes. Pretty soon, a lady came in to babysit for Ollie. Then me and Mother and Daddy got in our car, and we rode to the church together. And guess what? There was a million bazillion people there already. I hurried up the steps. I stood on my tippy toes, and I looked all around for Bo. Where is she, Bo? Mother, where is Bo? Is she sick, do you think? Did her car get in some crazy glue? I don't see her anywhere. So maybe I will be the flower girl after all. Mother smoothed my hair real nice. Honey, I've already talked to Flo today, and Bo is feeling fine. She's probably getting dressed with the bride's day. Mother smiled. Let's be happy for her, okay? I didn't say anything back. That's what to be happy about. That's what I would like to know. After that, all of us went inside, and a man named Usher held out his arm, and he walked Mother and her to church seat. Me and Daddy followed them down the aisle. And guess what? I still didn't trip. Three ladies smiled at me, and I smiled back. Hello, ladies. See how good I am walking down the aisle? Too bad I'm not the flower girl, right? My voice sounded loud in the church. I like that kind of loud voice. After that, I got down on my seat and I smoothed my dress really nice. And guess what I saw? I saw my Grandma Helen Miller just sitting right in front of me. I tapped on her. Grandma Miller, it's me. It's your grandgirl, Junie B Jones. Look how grown up I am being, Helen. Grandma smiled and winked, and she said, "Don't call her Helen." Then after that, the organ played real loud, and everybody stood up. And all of us looked at the back of the church. And what do you know? I saw Bo. She was walking right down the aisle, and she was throwing pink flower petals on the floor. It looked like fun, I tell you. My heart got pumpy when inside, because Bo was coming in my direction. But that's how come a great idea popped into my head. And she goes, "Hey, maybe Bo wouldn't mind if I take one or two petals out of her basket and throw them." because that would be fair of her, I think. Boo kept on getting closer and closer. And all of a sudden, she's right next to me. I quickly reached into her flower basket. No! Shouted Bo. Yes! I shouted back. And tried to take some of the petals outside. But Bo pulled it away from me. So that time I had to pull it right back. And me and her got into a little tussle. And here's a picture of Junie B and Bo having a little bit of tussle. Junie B really wants to be the flower girl. Little tussle is a grown-up word for how come she won't let me let go of the darn thing. Then all of a sudden my mother reached over and she pulled my hand right out of the basket. Her face was steamy mad. I did a go. Hello, how are you today? I said, kind of shaky. I am fine, only I wanted 2 little petals. And that plan didn't work out apparently. And so I am just trying to behave myself for the rest of the wedding, I think. After I removed my shirt and I fluffed my hair and I acted like the best grown-up lady. Chapter 9. Oh, the last chapter. And also my plan didn't work against 11 minutes. Chapter 9. Loose feet. After the church, everybody went to the reception in a big giant room where you sit at tables and you listen to loud music and you eat food and cake. And until you hear this, the bridesmaid's table was the longest table in the whole entire place. And it ran right to the end of the hugest thing. And guess what? There was a teensy card with my name printed on it. Here, I'm sitting here! I hollered to Mother. Just then I saw Flo. She was coming over with Bo. I was very nervous. Then I quickly hid behind my mother's skirt. But Flo didn't even look bad. She bent down next to me and held my hand real nice. Junie B, honey, I didn't see what happened in the church, but both of you tried to take her basket. Is that true? I shook my head real fast. No, Flo. I didn't try to take her whole entire basket. I promise. I just wanted 2 teensy petals in the top. I held up two fingers. Just so this many of Flo, just 2, because Bo got the rest of the petals, and so 2 will be fair of her, I think. Flo looked at Bo. Bo, honey, did you hear that Junie B only wanted 2 little flower petals? Bo looked shy at me. Then all of a sudden she reached into her basket and she gave me 2 petals. And here's a picture of Junie B Jones getting 2 petals from Bo. And look at her, she's a wedding person. I smiled real big. Hey, that's a really nice gesture of you, Bo, I said, after the Bo smiled back at me. And Flo put us in our seats. Bo asked me how old I am. I sat up and tall. I sat up straight and tall. I am almost 6, I said real proud. Bo did as I flew. She said, I'm only 5 and I'm always the littlest. Always, always, always. I patted her arm, very understanding. Don't worry, little Bo. Someday you'll be a grown-up lady, just like me. I said, Bo did a teensy frown. You're not a grown-up lady. She said, yes, I am so a grown-up lady, Bo. I said back. Just ask my mother if you don't believe me. I acted like the grown-up lady for the whole entire wedding almost. Just then I could put my napkin on my lap. See this, Bo? See how I am putting the napkin on my lap? If I was a baby, I'll have to tuck it in my collar, but grown ladies put them on their laps. I sat up even taller. And see how straight I am tall sitting? This is how grown-up ladies sit, I said. We never squanch or slump. After that, I said very still. and I didn't move a muscle. Now look at me, Bo, I said out of the corner of my mouth. See how I am sitting and not even squirming on account of grown ladies do not like to get ants in their pants. That's why I folded my hands very polite. Now I am folding my hands very polite, and I'm waiting for my food. Bo kept looking at me. The ant, I said. After that, I kept on sitting there for a real long time. The second Bo got tired of looking at me, and she started to play with her spoon. She also claimed it on her flower glass. But also she clinked on her plate, and in her life and her head. Grown-up ladies did not clang their spoons. I said. Bo shrugged her shoulders at me. After that, she made a puppet out of her napkin, and she made me bite my nose. Hey! I said, very surprised. Then I quick did a frown. Grown-up ladies do not play with your napkins, I said. After that, I did a big sigh, because my food was taking 1,000,000 years. That's why. Finally, my legs started to get stiffish and tightish. Also, I got an ant in my pant. And my foot went to sleep. That's how come I had to hop down from my chair, and I stamped my foot on the floor. Sometimes grown-up ladies have to stamp their sleeping feet. I explained Bo. It's the perfectly acceptable table to do this. After that, I shake my foot all around, but it still didn't wake up. I looked at Bo. Okay, here's the thing. Sometimes ladies have to skip around their tables to get their blood pumping. I said, really? Said Bo. Yes, trust me. I know what I'm doing. After that, I started to skip around the table. Only too bad for me, because my new shoes hurt my heels a lot, so I put my fancy pants so drew all the way down onto my knees and walked back to my seat very limping. And I looked at Bo again. Sometimes grown-up ladies have to go under the table to adjust themselves. I said. Bo looked curious at me. They do? Yes. Of course they do. And then that's how come they make the tablecloths so long. After I ducked under the tablecloth, and I quickly took my shoes. Plus also I took my pantyhose. Better. This is a picture of Junie B taking off her shoes and Bo looking surprised. Then I climbed back onto my chair again, and I wiggled my pinky toes all around in the air. What a relief! I said, whose feet? Then all of a sudden my eyes got big and wide, and I did a gasp, because I reminded what my mother and dad said. Hey, Bo! Bo! Hey, Bo! I said, loose feet! Get it? I have loose feet! Huh? What? Said Bo. That's how come I had to tell her all about my boyfriend named Ricardo and how he wanted to chase other people and mom said I have to have loose feet. Get it, Bo? Get it? I am. Mother and Daddy were right. Loose feet are funner than grown-up feet. After that, I quick got on my knees and I cleaned my water glass with my spoon. Also, I cleaned my plate and my fork and my head. Sometimes it's fun to be little, right, Bo? Right? I said. Me and Bo cleaned spoons. Right, she said giggly. After that, I made a puppet out of my napkin, and I made it by Bo's nose. And here's not even the best part. But after lunch, me and Bo skipped all around the whole room in bare feet, and we threw flower petals on people's head. And no one even got mad, because when you're little, you can get away with all those kind of shenanigans. It was the funnest time I ever had. And guess what else? After the reception, me and Bo hugged each other goodbye. And she said she will call me sometime. and I'll write her a letter. Only first I have to learn how to spell more words. Oh, sure, shoulders. That's okay. First I have to learn to read, she said. After that, both of our daddies picked us up, and they carried us out to the parking lot. This is a picture of them leaving. Maybe it looks happy there. It looks really different from the scuffle picture. Look, there's the scuffle picture and it's the happy picture. It looks really different. Hey, look how tall I am, Bo. I hollered to her. I am as tall as a grown-up lady almost. Grown-up ladies don't even get carried, only to bow for them. Right, Bo, right? Right, hollered Bo. After that, we waved goodbye at each other. First, I waved my hand, and I waved my whole entire arm, and I waved my 10 pinky toes. I shouted real happy. See, Daddy, see, I've got loose feet just like you said. Then Daddy laughed too. And we sang the pretty right song all the way to the car. And that's the end of Junie B Jones is Almost a Flower Girl. So, I hope you like this book. If you liked it, you can go read it alone, or you can read the other series yourself. I got some more videos of them. You can read them if you want. And have a great day. Bye.